In a landmark ruling, former U.S. President Donald Trump has been convicted on multiple charges, marking one of the most significant legal battles in American history. The case, which has been under intense scrutiny for months, has captured the attention of millions, and the verdict has sent shockwaves through the political landscape. Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States, has long been a figure of controversy. Known for his brash political style and unconventional approach, he has also faced numerous legal challenges over the years. However, this conviction represents a crucial moment, as it is the first time a former U.S. president has been found guilty in a court of law after leaving office. The charges that led to Trump's conviction stem from allegations of financial misconduct during his time as both a businessman and president. Prosecutors argue that Trump engaged in a pattern of fraudulent practices, including inflating the value of his real estate properties to secure favorable loans, avoiding taxes, and misleading investors. These actions, according to the prosecution, were part of a calculated effort to manipulate financial systems for personal gain, all while presenting a public image of success and wealth. The trial, which began several months ago, was filled with dramatic moments. Trump's legal defense team mounted an aggressive challenge to the accusations, claiming that the case was politically motivated and that he was being unfairly targeted. They argued that the prosecution's case lacked sufficient evidence to prove intent, and that the charges were merely a product of the current political climate. However, despite the defense's efforts, the jury ultimately sided with the prosecution, finding Trump guilty on multiple counts of financial crimes. This conviction represents a major defeat for Trump, who has built a reputation as a fighter, never shying away from controversy or criticism. His supporters argue that this trial is just another chapter in the long-running effort to discredit him and prevent him from pursuing his political ambitions. On the other hand, his critics see it as a long-overdue reckoning for his actions during his time in office and in his business career. The verdict has far-reaching implications. Trump is now facing serious legal consequences, including the possibility of prison time. However, experts suggest that due to his age and health, Trump may receive a lighter sentence, possibly involving house arrest or other forms of supervised release, rather than serving a lengthy prison term. Nonetheless, the charges carry significant penalties, and the sentencing phase of the trial will be crucial in determining the exact punishment he will face. For many Americans, this conviction is a moment of vindication. Trump's actions during his presidency, including his handling of the economy, his relationships with foreign leaders, and his controversial statements and policies, have long been a source of division. This trial and its outcome are seen by some as a symbol of justice being served, while others view it as a politically motivated attack against a figure who continues to have a massive influence on the country's political discourse. The legal proceedings are far from over, as Trump still faces additional charges in other cases. The final sentencing in this case will be a key moment, as it could have a profound impact on Trump's future political ambitions. While some argue that this conviction could mark the end of his political career, others believe that Trump could use it to rally his supporters, positioning himself as a victim of political persecution and continuing to pursue a future presidential run. In addition to its legal ramifications, this conviction has significant political implications. With the next presidential election looming, Trump's conviction could influence the strategies of both major political parties. The outcome of this case may affect the public's perception of Trump and whether he remains a viable candidate for office. Additionally, it could also impact the strategy of his potential opponents, as they assess how this legal setback might shape the future political landscape. For now, the nation watches closely as the legal process unfolds. The public reaction to Trump's conviction has been polarized, with his supporters rallying behind him and his critics expressing satisfaction with the legal outcome. The case has highlighted the deep political divisions within the country, with each side interpreting the events through their own lens. As this historic case progresses, questions remain about the broader implications for American democracy and the rule of law. If Trump is ultimately sentenced to prison, it will set a precedent for holding powerful figures accountable for their actions. On the other hand, if he receives a more lenient sentence, it may fuel further debates about the fairness and consistency of the U.S. legal system. In conclusion, Donald Trump's conviction is a significant moment in American legal and political history. It represents not only a personal setback for the former president, but also a defining moment for the nation. As the legal process continues and the sentencing phase approaches, the eyes of the world will remain on this case, as it could reshape the future of American politics and the public's faith in the justice system.